Good morning, folks. Happy Father's Day yesterday. Good morning, kids.
Good morning. The other two should be showing up soon, man.
No, the other two are in Oregon, or Oregon. How do you pronounce it? Oregon.
I said Oregon.
It's Oregon, though, right? Oregon? I don't know. They left Saturday morning. They got out late. They get to Route 17 and they have a flat tire. Did you hear her?
No.
Flat tire. You think Nancy was freaking out? Oh my God. All right, so believe it or not, we have another above ground oil tank that let go and spilled the basement. This one is weird. The tank is outside and the suction line comes into the basement and that line go. So, you know, the underground tanks, I tell people 15 to 25 year life expectancy. Plan on taking it out. And I can kind of understand them going a little bit longer because the thing is out of sight, so it's out of mind, you know? All you see are the two pipes that come up. But honestly, come on, man, there's no excuse for basement spills. You can clearly go down and look at any design oil tank and know whether it's old or not, just by the way it's built, how it looks, all the oxidation on the outside of the tank. It's going to be worse on the inside. Same thing, 25 to 35 years on those things. Just plan on taking them out. It's a $5,000 chore for a house. Now this is going to cost them 10, 20, 30,000, whatever it is. All right, so we're just trying to offload everything, get it parked. I got my truck on the front lawn here. Get in here. Because we have another trailer truck. I got it. And the excavator. Alright, so I'll just quickly explain to you what happened here. So it's an old above ground tank. From what we know, nothing happened out here. But it's a one-line system with a bottom feed. So the fact that I'll show you get some light in here for you also. So all this stuff right here that was done by a company called Castleton out of Rockland County, Nanuet. Castleton didn't get the job though. So 2 weeks ago I took a basement remediation from C2G. It's one of the largest environmental firms. They've got a lot of places. And now Castleton, so little old me. So the line came in, nobody knows how the leak occurred. I noticed that a new burner has been put in though. So all it could have been is the line somewhere along this line broke. And because it's a suction, if there's a break in the line and it sucks, you'll induce air and the burner will shut down. I don't think this is only for heat, so obviously this thing hasn't been on for a while, and the break in the line, because it's a bottom feed and it's above grade, the bottom of that feed line is right about here. I think gravity just let that all leak out. Another reason why you don't have a bottom feed. That's what I think. So We've got a floor drain here, which caught the bulk of the product. I don't know how long it's been leaking. I can't really get a straight answer, because they think if they answer honestly, like their bill is going to go up. Doesn't mean a thing. So that floor drain leaked out right here. And then this is all contaminated. So I'm going to dig this up, all the contamination, get it down to 0. We're going to skid steer it up into the back of a mason. Then I'm going to, because this is going to be dug down into like a little pit or a trench, I'm going to keep this plastic here. I'm going to make like a little liner with a pool, and then I'm going to go back in here and start to biosolve, simple dry. Today I'm going to use OxyClean. Somebody said the other day that Tide, very good degreaser. Absolutely Tide is. I've used it. Everything is based on the tightness of the concrete, you know, how porous it is. So you're only going to get it so cleaned. If you want to go crazy and get it completely cleaned, you jackhammer it and remove it. So that's how I'm going to flush that out. Normally we would just remove those, but the basement doesn't get any water, so that floor drain essentially is never used. So I'm just going to put some degreaser at the start of it. I'm going to get a pole in there with some pads to try to get as much of the loose product we can, and I'm just going to flush it. I'm going to flush it. It's going to go into a pool here that I've made, and then I'm going to recover it with a trash pump, so this guy doesn't have to hire a vacuum truck. It's a simple way to do it. It's not going to take 1,000 gallons for me to pressure wash this floor, considering the first cleaning that Castleton did. They did a pretty good job, because I saw pictures and it looked like there was about 4 inches of free product down here. So I'll give them that. Doesn't smell too bad, but I'm going to come and get an air quality reading. We'll set up some lights. The boys are offloading, and we are going to begin another basement spill. Going to offload this now, get that excavator in position. Yeah, we're definitely going to pick that. I'll pick that up and move that over. Just trying to pick this thing up and get it out of our way. That's it. We are tight here. I think they can get around. They get around, right? Some kind of traction mats now, getting up this hill. With that skid steer.
How do you want to set up?
I go long way, Corey. I like them long way. But we can get the PID meter, start digging. It actually hasn't gone down to there. This is where it stopped, so. This thing's probably been leaking for 20 years like this.
Hell yeah.
Now, here's where I'm going to brag about my company a little bit. I'm telling you, most companies, they'll dig 50 tons right here. I'm only going to remove what's over the level. And on these surface spills, it's never really that much. And I'm going to show you. Let's get a sample, see what she reads.
Give me a sec.
Oh, it smells terrible. Wow. Yeah, that's no bueno.
54, 69, 79, 87,
All right.
96.
Okay. So our clean bottom is not at 8 inches. All right. We're going to start putting into the skid steer, loading into the mason. We do not want to exceed 6 tons today. If so, there's another truck tomorrow. Actually, we could probably load that one up too. All right, that's good. Hold on. I got one more. All right. And he will go load it out. All right, so we just hit some black stuff
It's like blue,
down here.
turning into blue contamination right there.
Yeah, it is, man. Just tell me the truth how long it's leaking. You know, I can give you a better estimate. Certainly does smell like sewage.
Stone's floor.
Possibly. But there's 2 pipes running parallel. Makes no sense. They're running parallel. They run this way.
Both neighborhoods.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine that?
Four, 66, 70.
Jeez. Come on, man.
It's going everywhere.
Yep. Wow, that's terrible. Let's get a PID reading of that.
Okay.
All right, so This has got to be over 200.
$118, $133, $143, $147, $153, $157, $159, $160.
Getting up there. We got a leak, Craig.
That means it's been leaking for years.
Yeah, man.
Well, do we see the septic? See, that's a part of the leach field, obviously.
I
Goes
mean, if it were part that, it would be perforated stone. Is the bottom perforated?
There'll be a pipe coming out like that. With...
Well, nothing. It's the legs of it.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's solid. So maybe it's going over to the leach fields. So let's just go inside and see if we can see it coming out. I mean, it's going to go down the solid pipe and then hit the little junction there, and oh, that's the water right there. Oh, there it is. There it is, brother. Comes right out by the chimney.
I mean, the tank, you see it? Right?
That's a good call, Craig. But I mean, if that was the leach, there's no perforation on the pipe. They're both solid pipe, and if they were legs for leach, they're too close together. I think it's got to be like 36 inches apart, minimum.
Maybe they go to a spot and they open and that goes.
Well, these should just go down right to where it would tee and break off. Okay, so regroup. Can't really get a triaxle here, right?
Well,
If we get that trailer out of the way, we can stockpile on the driveway.
Yeah.
And go get the mats and plates. Go get all the plates. You already have the 40 here.
We can set the mats out. Craig's good off the mats.
I'll just go get. Because the mats are already set up. All of them.
Oh.
Oh, you're saying go get all the plates?
I'm saying get the plates and just set them up.
And then we get down, there, and this thing cleans up.
Yeah, we still have everything from the basement too, which isn't going to be much, but say it's 2 tons.
We don't know. Once you jackhammer around that floor drain, man,
You're forgetting about that. Too.
that's going to be bad too. So now that it's more than just the 5 tons, because I thought it was 5 tons because they told me it was a surface spill. Obviously, when the soil turns a blue-gray like that, it's been leaking over 10 years. So that changes everything. So now I feel there's about 20 tons here. Just, again, guessing. There you can see it at the bottom. So now I'm just going to stockpile all the soil here, and we'll get a triaxle to get it out of here. It's not going to be cost effective driving little 5-ton spurts down there. You know, I'm like an attorney. When you do something wrong, you got to tell your attorney everything. That's the only way he can really help you, if he knows everything. Look how bad that is, guys. Wow. And I don't care what anybody says. If that tank had a top feed, this would never happen. Never happen. It's 0 gravity. It's got to go up almost 4 feet and then over and down. And you know, when I come into a home from the outside, I go along the joists. So there would be no siphoning there. on that. I'll be preaching that till I'm blue in the face, I think. But that's job security, right?
7.5. As a head coach and a general manager.
All right, let's get a PID.
Want me to jump in? Athletic. Oh, baby.
All right, we're just sweeping up the loose stuff. I wish I had something to get that. Craig will go around and vac it out. Whoops, sorry, Corey.
I'm like, it's not sucking. It's just not sucking.
All right. Now I'm going to spray it down one more time overnight. We're going to come back and do this tomorrow. You can clearly see what's bad and what's not. You guys can go put up a safety fence.
Please.
Please. I'm sorry, Corey. I'm sorry, man. Huh. You know, it's only going to get so good here, you know. I don't really smell an odor. So I just needed to meet with the owner. We just went to lunch and met with the owner. Make sure I got a deposit check. It's all good. Explain the news. So this is a guy who hardly ever comes here. This is rental property from him. He owns it, but he rents it. He knows nothing about burners or anything like this. That thing had a problem. So the company that comes in and services it, he's the one that's going to see that stuff. He's the one that should be advising the homeowner of a potential problem he may have. That's preventative maintenance, right? He's not a boiler guy. So you got to leave it up to the professionals to hopefully, you know, when you have a service contract with them, they've got your best interests. So, not the case here. I won't say names because that's unprofessional. But they had no problem replacing the burner. Probably cost them 10 grand. All right, I applied another coat. I'm gonna bring this in here now. Let's just jackhammer around this, just see what's going on down here. Maybe we'll see something. Okay, so outside here, I'm just gonna close this off. Safety fence it. We're gonna cover this pile, secure it. Just gonna do a little investigation down here and see how bad this is.
Oh. So rebar?
Yeah, a lot. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Hold it up. Jeez, man. I mean, holy moly.
Good.
No, it smells terrible. And it's blue-gray. All right.
What do you want the other one?
But I want that right, and put that down. Go under here. Yeah. There you go. Wow.
How'd that taste?
So that's
I need one more. And then
just go back that way. Right under there, yeah. So we're just gonna get an idea. We'll call it A, B, and C sidewall. One more baggie. Hopefully C is the best.
don't look it.
But we're still kind of sort of on the surface here a little. All right. A, B, and C. A is down here, B, and then that's C. Here's A. $212, $220, $230, $240, $250. Wow.
There's blue.
Wow.
That's terrible. God knows what it is over there.
Yeah, because that's the low, exactly, Core. Your fingers are trying to cover it up a little, Craig. Wow. Let's see what C is. Wow. All right. All right, so we took our PID readings and they're not good. I got to get back to this guy and let him know what he's in for. I honestly have a feeling that maybe he'll just say he's not going to do it now. Getting the 40 out of here because we'll just bring the 80 here next time. I'll dig with the 80. Yeah. All right, folks. We'll catch you tomorrow. All right, folks. Here we are. I'll finish this. I brought the 80 because we're loading out into a triaxle 40. I think the driver would actually be very angry if he showed up. There's the wellhead right over there. Pretty tight area to have a 20,000 pound machine. Can you get up there, little legs? So we got to get the trailer out of there. We're going to put the trailer in the front yard. I'm going to set the plates up over here right by the well because that's where we're going to stockpile our 30 tons, and then I'm going to sit right over there and try to get that triaxle to back in here. I think I'm just going to bust that tree down right now because that tree is in the way of the triaxle. We're under construction. And I got 4 days to get this done. So I'll get her done. Our schedule is just getting ridiculous. Boys, get out of the way. I got no wires. We're way over there, right?
Yeah, I got a jock on it. Hold on. No, you're good.
Watch me with wires. Break this tree so I can get it in the backyard there and throw it away. Hold on, it's gonna, what? I see the well, I see it. Be in the tree removal business. well, you can see a lot of it's actually cleaned up pretty well. We'll wire brush that again and do it again. We got standing water in there because we clogged it. We didn't want it to go. Morning, folks. Boy, oh boy, wait till you hear this. So much to say, I'll try to say it quickly. Yesterday, what a scene out at the site. Apparently, one of the neighbors, actually 5 neighbors, all called complaining how we are spilling oil, we're destroying the road, and I'm excited to go back there because as soon as I go back on site, I'm going to film the road. Pretty sure this is what the road looks like. Can't really remember. And we're blocking the roadway so nobody can go through. Also, this one lady specifically, she said that she should have been notified that there's an environmental spill there, and she wants everything to stop. I don't even know how. So I got a phone call from one of the local authorities from the town that we're working in and said, listen, I'm looking at these emails and I got these phone calls and I'm concerned of your well-being. She said, so I'm going to have a police officer there. I'm like, what? We don't need a police officer. We can handle this. But so when we arrive on site, there's going to be a Blooming Grove police officer there to watch over a couple of older ladies. I mean, maybe they're packing, who knows. Number one. Number two, I don't want to get too detailed because of the personal information, but you remember the customer that we did where we took Megatron down into the basement? Hold on. Hey Sam, I need one truck of the stone over there and 1 truck of topsoil. Only taking 2 trucks today because I don't want to be tight and have anything blocking the roadway. That's what I need.
I'm asking for digging out topsoil.
No, we got the mason back there yesterday, remember?
Yeah, I only asked that because if you want that one full of topsoil, I don't know if you're going to dig out, because you're only digging out of that.
Nah, I'm not digging out.
Alright,
yeah. Yeah, and we should probably put the topsoil in that one because it slides out better. Yeah. Okay, so Megatron, the basement. And I'll let you know. A little over $30,000 for that remediation. Took me 6 days. USAA, at the very beginning of this, she filed the claim. This elderly woman and husband, sweethearts, nicest people. Served his country for a lot of years. So did his dad, I think. Called, filed the claim. They got a woman named Amisha. Yeah, I'll call her out. She said, yeah, you got coverage. Have Tank Master send me an estimate. I sent the estimate the next day. The following day, called up, said, yup, all your numbers are approved. Start the project. We started the project. 22 days ago, it was completed. I submitted the invoice. And I'll give an insurance carrier a couple of days before I begin to call looking for payment. So 2 days went by, called. 5 days went by, we called. Oh, they're processing it. They're processing the check. Great. You know, everybody's happy. We're getting paid. We're moving on to the next. We can pay some bills. We live for another month. Because that's how, you know, we live, literally. Especially on those big projects. Well, 22 days later, last night, oh, also I just wanted to say, 3 days after the project was completed, her husband passed. So that's what this woman is going through. Well, last night she called me up at about 8:30 and she said, "You're not going to believe this, but Amisha denied the claim. No coverage. Zero coverage. 22 days after all that went through." And what are your repercussions? You know, I'm going to, you know, as soon as the girls in the office hear this, they're going to freak out, especially Casey. Krista, I already told her, but Casey is just going to collect every single email from this woman giving us permission and giving us coverage to do this remediate and submit it to her, and I'm sure we'll get no response back. So now what do? You know, she's a widower. I got to get paid. I got to get paid. So that all happened yesterday, so that's why I put the camera down, and I said, you know, I'm not even gonna film this one. But shit may get exciting this morning, so I'm gonna strap her on. I think if you pull forward, I don't know, I think the one's caught on the lip, Corey. So we're gonna see what happens today. I'm gonna go get the 40 and load up some topsoil, and I'm loading up stone because that stone's got to be put around that one leg of the leach field. That it's not working. You know, it was dry as a bone. It's got an uphill pitch, just like the drainage discharge did. Get it, Sammy, get it. All right, but I'm still gonna put the stone around it like we're supposed to. That was a mouthful. Hopefully I didn't lose too many people. Our pads and plastic came in from Amazon. $2,800 for pads and plastic. Unbelievable. There's a couple other customers that, you know, have yet to pay us. It's amazing how you have a binding contract nowadays. Is not even enough. People just decide they don't want to pay, or there's a reason not to pay. You see our work. You see what we do. Imagine having, and pardon my French, the balls after the project. And my proposal says we are supposed to be paid the day of the project. It says it right in our contract, our one-page contract, and their signature is right under that. But not only do they not pay that day, and they never really feel awkward about it, but then, you know, after you chase them for a day or two, then they start to have reasons why they don't think they have to pay. So that's what we're dealing with, folks. Let me, I'll fix these mats here a little bit, and we're gonna load up the stone over there. We will see you out at the site. Hopefully nobody gets arrested. Today, Corey is practicing his left jab, right cross. Craig, where's Craig again? Another vacation, right? LBI for Craig. We got all this going on, and Craig is at LBI. That's all right. The Monahan family, enjoy. All right, we just loaded that one mason with all that stone over here. Our topsoil is coming to the end, specifically because it don't look so great. We're gonna load this up. I would like to have taken a third mason dump of topsoil because it's gonna need it. Actually, it's gonna need 2 more after this. But I gotta worry about, you know, it being on the road. So now she's already affecting my process of completing this project. When I'm gonna be off on my numbers with this guy a little bit because, you know, they said it was a surface spill. Meaning sudden and impactful, like the line let go and then they lost. And on my call sheet, it said 30 gallons leaked out. You know, obviously, it got into that floor drain discharge, which is not the lowest point of that basement floor. So a lot of oil had to be in that basement floor before it reached the floor drain, and then the discharge pipe did not have the correct pitch. So how much oil had to be in there before it actually reached outside and contaminated. I've already taken out 11 tons. I think we have another 10 tons there. 22 tons of contamination. Come on. And it turned blue. That's 10 years, folks. I think some people think that, you know, they're worried about the cost of this. So if they don't tell me the truth, it's gonna make it cheaper. I'm digging it up. I'm gonna see what it is. It is what it is. So now as I'm getting under that floor, it looks terrible, but you'll see that trench that I dug out, I was getting readings of 110 and lower. So, and because it's a clay substance, so it didn't absorb a lot of it, but it's, you know, more of the floor has to get jackhammered than what I previously expected, and that's only based on what we were told. A 30-gallon sudden and impactful spill. And the gentleman, I don't know what the deal is. He doesn't even know how it leaked. So, and there's a new burner in there. So I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's, you know, it just gets comical sometimes. So I've got my cheering squad here, Corey, motivating me. Craig's probably getting up right now to a big breakfast with all his kids screaming. Nah, that's not true. They're good children. They're all well behaved, just like Craigie. And then they're going to the beach, or I think they're going to the water park today. All right, so the next turn is the actual road. We'll see if the police officer is here. He's supposed to be here at 8 a.m. I was being told.
Turn left onto Linden Trail, then arrive at your destination.
Oh, there he is. It looks like he's blocking the road. I thought that was a cop right there. Oh my God. I need glasses. Here's the road. This is the road that I destroyed. Can't make this stuff up, folks. Can't make this stuff up, and there is no police officer here. I'm destroying this road. Crazy. We gotta get over here a little bit more. I should just go knock on the door, introduce myself, and bring her over to the site and let her see what we're doing, right? But I'm sure that's a chargeable offense. Okay. All right, so the boys are coming. I'm gonna dump the topsoil in first, and then I'm gonna form a little pocket around the pipe, and then I'll put the stone in. So let's just see the road that I'm destroying. There it is. Hey, I'll pull that up. No police officer.
Hey, where did you put the soil?
The soil? We're dumping it.
In the hole?
Yeah.
Oh, so we're just throwing the rest of the soil?
I'm dumping soil. I want to form a pocket around the pipe, and then I'm going to put the stone in. I just want to get that covered. The non-working leach field pipe.
I gotta get in the driveway. I don't want to block the road.
And don't destroy it. So you can see I put a new, that pipe that came out of there. It was all, I don't know, what do you call that? All ribbed. So I was never going to be able to get it clean, ever. So I just removed it because it constantly would have bled out and dripped oil. So I just removed it. And I had to remove it also because of the pitch was bad. So that, I can't even think today. The, that pylon is over the wellhead. So that's why that's there. You're good. Straight in, brother. It doesn't feel like it, but it doesn't look like it, but that's quite a drop there while you're in the truck. Feels like you're going off a cliff. So I'm also trying to explain to this guy here that this tank is the next thing that's going to go on him. And I've offered him replacement and installation for $3,200. It's a $4,200 to $4,600 job. Cut it, brother. Yep, come on. You just got to miss right here. You're doing good, doing good. Yeah, well, I moved it all from yesterday, so you should be okay. Right here.
I don't want to hit your blade, machine blade.
You got it cleared. It's cleared already. That's too hard. That's too hard. Right here. Go ahead. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Got it. Go ahead. Right there. Dump it right there, brother. Right there is good. So Sammy, we loaded up Big Red 10 tons already of that pile that we took out of here and from the basement. So he's bringing that to Clean Earth today. As soon as he's done, he'll come back and I'll load that up. But I've got to be mindful now of getting rid of one of these masons. So, you know, we're about 25 minutes from the shop. I got to drive that back now because I can't have anything impeding the roadway. But apparently it didn't seem important enough for the actual policeman. So, and which is fine because I don't want to create an issue. Perfect. That's perfect. I don't want to create an issue, and I don't want, you know, the town was going to have to pay for 8 hours for a police officer. I think it's like $125 an hour. Plus, I'm sure there's something better that they could be doing. Okay. So I'm going to get in there and clean that up a little bit better. I'm going to put the soil around that and create a nice little pocket, and then I'll put stone all around that pipe. That pipe that's not working and was never working because the day that I excavated it, it was dry as a bone. But I still have to put things back the way they were. All right, Mikey, you get in his position now. But you don't have to come down yet. All right? Clean that up. She's all clean back here.
Is that closed?
All clean. Oh, no. Now it is.
You want me to come down?
No. Just park it in position. Try not to be on the road for longer than 14 seconds. All right, folks. We'll show you inside. It's not pretty. And that's the last we have to load out here other than what we're pulling out, which I have a feeling is going to be a little more substantial than what was expected. So let's just get that soil in here now. I don't want it to land on top of the pipe because there's nothing supporting it underneath, and I'll bend it and break it. Can I spin? Good?
Yeah.
Come. I couldn't catch that plastic if I tried.
What?
I said I couldn't catch that plastic if I tried, but... This thing has been in my way. I think so far we've taken out about 20 tons. So, you know, obviously not a 30-gallon surface spill. But I'm just going to continue to do this, and then we'll head inside and show you what the boys are doing. All right, so that's that new discharge. We're just going to get a reading. It looks terrible. It doesn't smell completely like fuel oil. If I can get this thing down below 50 to 30. That was quick. It's not going to zero out because of the odor. I'm sorry. It doesn't, right? It smells weird. I jammed it down your nose.
Couldn't even smell it.
Yeah.
It's above 50 already, so.
I effed up.
Come on, Brian.
Corey, my eyesight. I'm old.
Jesus.
One reason after another. One excuse after another. I got chastised yesterday because I said liquid level explosive for LEL.
Here's that 94.
80, 79.
107, 120, 124.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna make a little pocket right here for this stone to sit. I don't know, on a leach field, what is it? 8 inches, 6 inches, I don't know. I'll Google it real quick. That looks good. I mean, for a leg that's not working, keep in mind, I keep saying. Whew. Oh, by the way, we took all of our post-excavation samples. None of it was over 16. All right, we'll put that all around the pipe, over the pipe. Work in progress, folks. No neighbors come over yet. So far, so good, Corey.
They're scared.
Lunchtime? All right. Got to go down there and get it under it and bed it properly. And then I'll cover it. All right, so you got the gist of what we're doing. I mean, it looks good back there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Back there. Let me get over here, Mikey. I mean, look at that. You can pretty much see right there. It's about a 5-inch band. And it gets good right there.
Good job, Bri.
You see that little band?
Yeah. It goes across the whole.
Yeah. And the water that's purging back in from there doesn't have an oil sheen on it, so that's a good sign.
Nice got me looking. Ooh, it stinks.
Yeah, I mean, right there, that looks good, man. Once you get that blue stuff out, we'll do another PID. Am I right?
Yeah, good job.
We see progress?
Woo! Lunchtime yet?
Not yet. Almost. So Mikey just took a sample of that. Let's bag it. Hey, let's get a broom and sweep that in so we're not carrying shit outside.
Please.
Please, Corey. Please come and do your job. Do you thank me after every week's paycheck?
I do.
Or every time you fill your card up? I saw it was $50 the other day.
Yeah.
Or the free breakfast and lunches. Do you thank me?
I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. It's got to go both ways, my son.
Okay, it's working.
We also need to clean that stem.
You need a lot of things, bro.
I know I do, but like unless I do it, it ain't gonna get done.
Because that's 70.
70. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's just keep going. Keep making me stop for these damn PID readings. You're trying to be optimistic. I don't know. Dude, we just asked you to bring friends.
I can bring one right now. Hold on.
You ain't got no friends.
I
kill him! Yes, sir!
Dude, this thing is money. Go ahead, Mike. That's enough for now. Dig me, boy. Why? Why? I'm sweating bad. Is this thing plugged in?
No. Yes.
Cool. No, it ain't, Mikey. Come on, Corey.
Is that what we need down here?
This right here.
Oh. Radio.
What did I do to you, bro?
You unplugged it, bro. Plug it in, big boy. Ah, really?
Yep.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Get in. Whew. You're breathing it in already. Now you're getting circulation.
No, it's coming right at me.
So Mike just took a bottom, and now this is where this existing sump, or whatever you want to call it, was. So this has absolutely got to be the worst. So I am about 22 inches below grade right there. Please be good. 12, 14. Oh, I did it again. That happened, okay, when I cover the hole there. 15. Stop. Oh my 6.
All my land.
Mikey, we are done right there.
We're done for digging?
No, we're done at that depth right there. I just, you know me, I just want to get a clean bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get a clean bottom. Corey, I'm putting my gloves on. You're going to steal it all.